Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Honkai Impact. Today, we're going to continue the After the Blood Moon Fades event and possibly finish it. Because I don't think I have much more left to do. Oh, that's that. Actually, I have half of the CGs left, but I'm assuming they're all going to come, like, one after another soon. I didn't unlock the teleport over there. Huh. Anyway, here we go. I actually ran into it. It's just this way. Oh, I can push those. Anyway, save the first Theresa. There's someone that looks just like Teresa's carbon copy. Captain, is she the one you're looking for? I'm afraid not. Apart from Miss Kongming, the other Theresa our captain wants us to find is someone with ruby eyes. This Theresa must be from another world. Right, she's imprisoned a lot of Theresas here. Every day I understand less and less. Let's get this Theresa out of here first. She can probably give us clues to Luna and Kongming's whereabouts. Excuse me, miss, are you okay? Who are you people? Who we are isn't important. You just need to know we are here to help you. How do you feel, Theresa? How do you know my name? Look, it's not that strange since I'm a famous detective on campus. Can take on any case. Except for that one mysterious girl. Wait, are you really here to save me? But you're a famous campus detective. Shouldn't you be clever enough to figure that out? There's that question again. Forget it. I don't need to explain myself to you. But can you really get me out of here? The owner of this castle absolutely hates intruders like you, just so you know. The owner of this castle. Is she a girl with ruby eyes who looks like you? Oh, yeah. Oh, I get it. You know each other, and you were here looking for her, right? I nodded gravely. Judging from your expression, she must hold a special place in your heart, since your heart is pounding so fast. In fact, she always felt lonely underneath her cool exterior. Huh, 1 second. You could even guess what we're up to. Now you're talking like you know everything? Because for your information, I have a degree in psychology, not mind reading. Enough, knock it off. We still need to help the other Theresas out. I know where Miss Kongming is being kept. Is there anyone else you're looking for? I can lead the way. You know where they're being kept? Isn't that obvious? This girl isn't half as clever as she's pretending to be. I'll take her a few tries to figure out the general direction of the other cells. I'll show you the way there now. Awesome! Thank you so much. When we're safe, we'll be sure to send you back to your world. My world. Yeah. I've been gone for so long, it makes me wonder how my task givers are doing. So that's the next Theresa it wants me to get to? I screwed that up. Reset the puzzle. I screwed it up again, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. Reset. I screwed up. I need to stare at this now to figure out the way I'm supposed to do it. That worked. That was me brute forcing it, though. It's interesting how you can literally just brute force most of these puzzles. Because I literally just had to keep going over the same tiles and it worked. Okay, that's for later, I guess, then. And up the ladder. Wait, what? I need the key to get up there. And I just drowned myself by accident. Hmm. I have to reset that puzzle. Oh, what the hell? Oh, frick me. Did that not give me the freaking key I was looking for? Time to start bashing my face off the wall. I remember there being a cell this way, so I was right the first time. And I just backtracked by accident. Shoot! The door's locked tight. Whoa, Marcher, you're finally come to rescue me. To rescue you, but please don't call me that. Just Haxor will do. Can you open the door from the inside? If I could do that, why am I still trapped here? The door isn't here. These are just iron bars. It must be somewhere else. Sounds like a design feature to protect the castle from invasion. In that case, we'll have to make a detour. Thank you so much. By the way, I saw that girl hide a key in a box in the lower room. It won't be the key for the cells, but you might have a use for it at some point. Got it. Let's go get that key first, then. That's a chest. Just casually assassinating things as I run by them. Oh, so that's a different key. And I accidentally pressed the button too fast again. Come on, stop moving. So I have to be down there. Through the north. Thank goodness I managed to assassinate that guy. He was level 30. So I can't get to that chest right now. Ah, there must be a box this way then. Oh, that's a puzzle. Wait. I saw lines on the floor. Into the castle. Oop, that's another treasure chest. I was opening all the chests today. And we're here to save you. Ooh, thanks, March Hare. We should have a tea party together sometime. I told you I'm not... You know what? Forget it. You know, Brony? March Hare is a lot cuter than Haxor or whatever. This isn't the time for the chit-chat. Let's get going. Stop there. Oh no, they found us. You go first. I'll deal with them. So, we literally just run. It's literally setting it up so it's only this guy. Himiko began firing off rounds to block the path. The sound of gunshots began fading in the distance. The number of Theresas we saved was too large to keep track of, but I remembered Kongming wasn't among them. Afterwards, it was Brawny who asked Callan to look after me, while she and Siren managed to keep us out of harm's way. The monsters were drawing closer. In order to deal with the looming threat, my companions took the lead and cleared a path for me. To make the best use of their effort, I did everything I could to tag along behind Callan, dragging my heavy body forward with sheer willpower. Thump, thump, thump. The now erratic beating of my heart was all I could hear, and the only clear way ahead was now blocked by a giant monster. Meanwhile, the others were still dealing with the monsters behind me and hadn't kept up. Callan, how are you doing? I'm fine, but you look pale. Kind of you to notice. It's because I slept poorly last night. Let's keep moving. Swallowing the knot in my throat, I kept dragging my feet forward. Before anything else came after us, we have to clear the way ahead. What are you talking about? Are you really going to be able to handle this? We're running out of time, Callan. The only enemy I've left to face is the one in front of us. Things will only get worse if the castle guards catch up to us. Come on, let's do this together. The danger where we had just come from seemed to be drawing closer. Everything was driving us forward. Callan looked calm. This wasn't the first time she had been in this sort of situation. Alright, let's go. I think I recognize where we... Okay, so the guards can't get through that. That needs a hammer. Of course I actually have to fight the damn thing. I only get Callan too. How does she even work anyways? I don't think I've ever used her. Yeah, it's tougher, alright. I'm totally not just gonna bounce it the whole time like I did freaking Rita. It doesn't get to touch the floor. So that was one doomed to fail. This weird, powerful creature was able to heal completely whenever it was hurt, while Cal and I were hanging on by a thread. Thud. The pain from behind came faster than I could register, and I knew I had been knocked into a wall. Why does nothing work against it? Probably had a concussion, as my vision became dim. My ears were the only thing working, and all I could hear was... Captain! Captain! It was Callan's voice. Why was it coming in, on and off? Insufferable. Ah! She was still fighting. Was Callan hurt? All I saw was a blur. Bracing myself against the wall, I stood up again, searching blindly for something to use as a weapon. Just like I thought. Now I got it. Leave it to me from now on. Don't worry, Captain. It'll all be over soon. What did she say just now? I tried to pull myself together when I opened my eyes again. Callan! Right before the Honkai beast attacked, Callan stood in its way. You go now! Next time I might not be able to hold it off. That bullet wasn't lethal, but it did slow the Honkai beast down. Perhaps it had reached its limits too. Get out of here. Please! No way, we still stand a chance to take this thing down. We'll leave together. Rest up quick, Anne. Callan shook her head softly. She was so busy with the Honkai beast attacks, I couldn't make out the expression on her face. Captain, this is our only chance. I have to stay. Does this gun look familiar to you? There's a special bullet in it. Please, take it. What are you planning to do? Haven't you already agreed to find Luna together and stop her? But here you're forcing me to make another choice. I've had enough of this. Captain, you've probably already realized by now. I can't kill this beast. Not while I'm still alive. I don't know what A872 has done, but just like the bond between me and her before everything was shattered, my life and this beast's are fused together. The answer is obvious. I must die with it together here. Whether it's to stop her, or to protect you. So she's gonna die. And the very reason I can still control this body is built on countless Theresa sacrifices. Death will redeem me to you, and all those innocents. It's okay. I already know that there's no way out of this situation. So please, use that bullet to atone for our sins. It's my choice, and mine alone. Forgive me, Captain, for not fulfilling my promise. Don't be stupid, Callan. You're just afraid of facing her. You could even call her by her name. Do you really think you can sever your bond when you're still stuck calling her A872? Do you really believe you can dull the pain in your heart any more by leaving that choice to me? Your whole so-called sacrifice is simply a cop-out. People always think sacrificing yourself will fix everything rather than taking the hard way forward. The way that leads to a happy ending for everyone. To go out on your own terms and leave behind nothing but sorrow and torment. I'm over how selfish you all are. Callan was silent, her eyes brimming with muddled emotions. She is your little sister. Even if she's calling herself something else, or has changed, your relationship is the same. If she knew her sister had tossed the decision of her life and death to another person without any care, she'd be crushed. My sister. She's my sister, that's the very reason why I can't. I can't make that choice. I can't bring myself to think about her dying. But I also can't stand to think about letting her have her way. Don't you see? That's because you've been carrying this weight all by yourself this whole time. You hesitate and worry because you can't accept what the true choices might bring. You keep thinking about sacrificing yourself to tackle the problem, because asking others for help has always been such a foreign concept to you. But this time it's different. This time you have me by your side, we can face her together. We can have a third option, to create a new future. How come you haven't left yet? Because I've made up my mind a long time ago to never, ever give up on anyone. Idiotica. I'm not letting you sacrifice yourself, Callan. You really are dumb. But just like her, naive, stubborn, never backs away when she has her eyes set on something. And that's why with a lot of effort, I pushed myself up while keeping an eye on Callan's expression, and the situation at hand, and approached her inch by inch. If I can't dissuade her, I at least need to make her think twice before deciding, since she doesn't want me to die. Right at that moment, back off! Callan shooted me first, and behind her a sharp blade cut a silver arc. The Honkai beast paused for a moment. I knew that it could still attack at any second. Behind us, Siren cast her protective magic, tracking the enemy's each and every move. Himiko, you... Perfect timing, huh? What, got a big bad monster in your way? Now that the gang's all here, let's teach this thing a lesson. Well, we can't let Callan steal the show now, can we? Be careful, everyone, and don't get carried away. There's something special about this Honkai beast. We aren't able to kill it. No problem. We're just giving it a good thrashing until there's no fight left. It's not much of a threat with all of us here. It's connected to Callan's life force, so if we attack it, Callan will also be in danger. Nothing but parlor tricks. We're gonna try to find out a way how to unbind them, but it's going to take a while. Since blocking the only way forward, we'll have to do something to draw it away. Maybe we can get around it. Isn't there some kind of secret passage in this castle? Just like that, Callan. See? Where there's a will, there's a way. We can't let little problems like this get in our way. Everyone quieted down, and was staring at Callan, who was frozen at the side. Sorry, but you're really... I admit that I was wrong. I keep telling myself that I wouldn't hesitate if my sacrifice could end all of this. But you're right about it, being a cop-out. It's extremely selfish. It doesn't take anyone else's feelings into account. I should be braver, learn to ask for help, explore other situations, and confront in person. The sister I love so much, and the only family I have. Follow me, I know a secret passage. But I must warn you that there will be even more danger there. I can't promise it'll work. You never know until you try, right? If we're lucky, we may make it out in one piece. If that doesn't work, let's continue with the plan Brony and I had. If we can't change the situation, we can always change our mind. Just take it slow and see what happens. With our captain here, there'll always be a way. That's me, the legendary almighty captain. A regular walking encyclopedia of good ideas. I threw up my hands with mock exasperations. And finally, the tiniest hint of a smile emerged on Callan's face. So we're counting on you to lead the way, Callan. Thank you, Captain.
安全エリアに到着したわ。
I walked right into that. I think I'm gonna go quickly heal myself. And switch characters back again. My favorite one out of this group is Siren, followed by Brony. Ah! Oh, that's a parkour thing if I've ever freaking seen one. Hey Rita, what are you doing there? I got the treasure chest. And I'm just gonna quickly go back and see if there's anything down the other way. There was exactly a single chest I could grab. Let me just track something real quick. I want to see how many memory fragments I'm missing. 3. East Tower, Banquet Hall, and West Courtyard. Is this the East Tower? Because this is not West. It's either the East Tower or the Banquet Hall. Oh, I pushed it too far. Hmm. Yeah, I think I have to go this way and reset the puzzle. Oh. I pushed it too far, I think. Or not far enough is another possibility. Yeah, I have to go back and reset the puzzle. Or, wait a second. Why am I trying to do it the hard way when I could literally just do... Wait... Yeah, that just... locks it in. Following Callan's lead, we searched for a path that would get us out of this dilemma. Before long, we found ourselves at the castle's periphery. To our surprise, instead of swarming with enemies, it was eerily empty. Callan, is it normal that this place is left unguarded? It's anything but. Before, Theresa had arranged plenty of guards to be here. Why have they all disappeared now? Maybe they were taken out. I agree. Before Brawny said anything, came across some small signs of a fight. And whoever did this clearly knew what they were doing, because there's a lot of evidence of a struggle. Those guards must have been killed before they even knew what hit them. It almost reminds me of... Who's there? Siren cast a magical attack on the trees ahead. The figure hidden in the trees dodged it effortlessly with a quick leap. Her movements stirred the air, and with it came a gentle breeze carrying the smell of flowers. It's rather uncouth to skip your introduction when you meet someone for the first time, you know. That figure seemed hesitant, but took a step forward nonetheless. With her shadow falling beside her feet, she finally came into our view. Rosemary, why are you... Looks like I can skip my introductions after all. Why are you hiding here? Because I want to tell you the latest news. Under everyone's puzzled and irritated gaze, Rita behaved like another person. She wielded the purple scythe, spoiling for a fight with us. Your short journey ends here. Hey, calm down, Rosemary. Are you insane? Rita's gaze never once strayed from me. Rita, must we fight each other, too? Captain, I only interfere with your decision this once. I hope that you would leave this castle right away with them. As far as I know, it's the wisest choice. It's still a choice. You already know what my answer would be, and yet you still picked up your weapon. An unfathomable smile appeared on her fair face. Captain, forgive me. Okay, now I can see which one this is. What am I doing? Knowing that this is a letter impossible to send, an affection impossible to convey, but I still want to tell you my feelings. I want to try the novel snacks you shared with me as we strolled the streets. I want to hide from the rain under a roof with you, instead of you in wet grass. I want to visit many places, see many sights, talk about many things with you. I want to... Now, is this the courtyard or is this the East Tower? Okay, now banquet hall. Am I just gonna juggle her again? I think Siri can actually juggle her too. I'm trying to rotate my camera, but it doesn't like me trying to do that. And cut. She's once again frozen and on fire at the same time. Yeah. Rita doesn't have the best track record in fights. Like, she has yet to hurt me in a fight. Rosemary has. Miss Rosemary, so this is all you've got. I see. Siren tugged at the corner of Brony's clothes. We have numbers on our side. Nothing to boast about. I have lost, but I still won't let you pass. Rita Kongming, and she. There's someone in this castle, right? So you intercepted us here just because you're afraid that once I lay my eyes on her, Not quite, Captain. She cut me off abruptly. Rita, who was usually elegant and composed at all times, displayed a hint of urgency in that instant. I stopped you here solely because from the very start I didn't belong to Hyperion. Switching sides at the opportune moment was my plan all along. Didn't belong to Hyperion. Indeed, from the moment she appeared before me as Irene Adler, every encounter between us seemed to be part of her scheme. Her past, her motives, why she traveled with us, it all seemed to be shrouded in secrecy, yet all the plans paled in comparison to her own enigmatic nature. However, even if not belonging to Hyperion wasn't a lie, it was a feeble excuse at this moment. She could weave countless reasons to deceive us, yet she chose to reveal the truth now, only to shield me from a fact I'd rather keep hidden from the others. But I've made up my mind. I must find Luna and rescue Kongming, so there's no reason for me to give up now. So you wanted to show us another side of you that doesn't belong to Hyperion. But I've noticed this long ago. From the very beginning, you came to Hyperion under someone's orders. Well, Captain, you are so perceptive to others that it can be quite vexing at times. Since you grasp the dynamics between us, There's no need for me to delve into further explanations. Unless I fall here, I won't let you pass. No matter what purpose you had in mind, when we set out, you've made your choice, Rita. Are you truly acting under someone's orders to obstruct me here? Even if you don't belong to Hyperion, you're still a trusted ally. After all, we knew each other long before you set a foot on Hyperion. If you're referring to the small favor at the manor, considering a mere greeting for our first encounter. No, Rita. Our first meeting didn't occur when I project myself as that novelist. It happened during my initial consciousness mapping, correct? You're the first person who got to know me, aren't you? You witnessed everything that happened to me in Sapphire, so you should understand my determination better than anyone. That's why you're blocking my way, isn't it? Not because you don't belong to Hyperion, but because you already belong to Hyperion. You know me better than anyone else. You know that I'll do whatever it takes to find her and save her. So that's why you didn't want me to go any further, right? Seems you've realized it long ago. Now I am the one who is too dull. I can't even provide a single answer to your questions at a time like this. However, Captain, if I were to tell you that from the very first time we met, I already had ill intentions, would you still believe me? Well, upon every reflection, almost every time I project myself, Rita was there. Perhaps it's not the exact same Rita who currently stands before me every time, but she has never acted as my adversary. Not even once. So even now, I still have faith that you are our ally, Rita. I need you. Please help me find her. Although I don't want to admit it in this situation, Captain is right. Even if it was our first meeting, you've helped me before. And the astute Kongming can see all outcomes. Never truly took precautions against you. Yes, I can't speak for others, but you did help me. Given the current circumstances, we indeed need more hands. Yeah, sort of an ally. Do you remember? Not long ago you inquired about how to achieve a gratifying resolution when confronted with two equally demanding situations. Yes, you provided a quite impressive answer. However, I'm inclined to believe that a third outcome truly exists. I perceive things as having more than just two sides, as do human hearts. I respect your secrets and continue to trust in you. Together we will discover a path to avoid the impending destruction. I have done it before, so please have faith in me. Well, based on what you have mentioned, it seems that I too am in search of the third outcome, just like you. Rita elegantly lifted her skirt and performed a graceful curtsy, evoking memories of our first encounter. A delightful meeting unburdened by any worries or concerns. Similar to how Master Kongming now trusts you, I have never doubted your determination, Captain. It can be quite challenging to change that inevitable outcome. That is why I'm here. But it seems like I wasn't necessary. Since you insist on moving forward, then I'm prepared to join you and match your determination. Hold on, you've seen Kongming? Where is she? Rest assured, Captain. Master Kongming is quite safe currently. But you must hurry. She entrusted a message to me. The weight of a choice cannot be measured with a scale. Even if neither side's weight can be borne, a choice must be made. Whatever choice you make, I will face it with you. So please hurry. You still have a chance to stop her. Does that mean I should go find Luna immediately? Rita didn't reply. She simply swung her sickle, parting the bushes behind her, and revealing a grassy and overgrown path before us. Let's go, everyone. We're about to meet that lady. Okay, I have to go quickly do something for a minute, but I'll be right back. And I'm back. That didn't take too long, thankfully. As we continued down the hidden path, I could clearly feel my fatigue. Perhaps everyone had noticed it too, so I tried to be more spirited and energetic. They must have understood my resolve and directed concerned glances at me. My legs grew increasingly sore, and as we approached the tower, my vision dimmed. My mind grew hazy, yet that sharp sensation persisted, as if it was piercing through me. Suddenly crimson smoke enveloped us, seemingly obstructing my progress. But I cannot stop here. This must be Luna's room. A room that has long held her residence. Homu. She still liked Homu so much. Even though the Homu has become old, been washed so many times, its tag and stitching totally worn. You still hold it close to your heart like this. Wait, you... The huge Homu doll was sitting on the couch, its soft and furry body wrapped in delicate arms. Is that you, Luna? I rubbed my eyes to ascertain what I saw again, and then incredulously spoke her name. I saw the girl on the couch tightly hugging Homu, her eyes shut, not responding. Alright, Luna, look at me, you... I'm so clueless. She's still mad at me? Could be that she's been through too much on her own and has exhausted herself. Or maybe has she been hurt? Sorry I'm late. I'll take you to the hospital. Maybe I'll change this like before. Don't be scared. I'm here with you. Summoning my courage, I reach out to hold her hand. A small hand. So cold. Human. I finally heard her call me. I raised my head, and she opened her eyes too. Our gazes met. Not those distinctive red pupils, but darkness. A deep, nightmare-like darkness. Captain! Captain, can you hear me? Captain! I'm sure you remember. We're in Miss Luna's castle. It's just that your location is somewhat unique. True to your reputation, Captain, your determination is unwavering. However, your body is already. If that's the case, Captain, follow my voice, and you'll find your way out. You must follow closely. As consciousness returned, fatigue and pain surged, and I reflexively opened my eyes wide. Captain! Rita, is that you? Did you save me? I struggled to survey my surroundings. That's odd. Did I faint in this room? To be precise, sir, it was before you entered the room. You just collapsed, and no matter how we tried, we couldn't wake you up. Yeah, it took Rosemary a lot of effort to enter your dream and interfere with your consciousness. Given her dedication, I forgive her. But why do you look so... It was only then that I noticed. Since regaining consciousness, Rita's face still wore an anxious expression. Rita, what's wrong? She gave a bitter smile. Once again, I felt the weakness in my body. You should be well aware that during our confrontation just now, you were on the verge of blurting it out. Hey, what are you two talking about? The captain's condition hasn't improved at all? Both of you have been acting all secretive since a while ago. Aren't we all allies? What's going on? Brony, I'm fine. It's just that I've encountered a situation similar to the one with Kongming before. I've meddled with the world's working too much. I must bear the corresponding cost. No, last time, it's because you repeatedly projected into the past. Wait! You've been to this bubble universe before, so... Yeah, I did the same thing for Luna before. It's just... I wasn't able to save her then. Because I interfered too many times. The threads of fate between me and them might have already intertwined. Once I cross paths with them in the bubble universe, the rules of the world attempt to erase me. So your increasing weakness now is because you're getting closer to Luna? Probably. Why didn't you mention this earlier? And what you're doing now? How is that different from throwing yourself into the jaws of death? I must save Kongming. And I must save her too. You could have left this to us. You didn't have to come along at all. No. She ended up like this because of me. I must ask her myself. Because I don't believe that she's doing all this out of her own free will. And if I don't, she might escape again. She must also be hoping for a reunion. Still, you shouldn't be so stubborn. Want to talk? Siren pouted in frustration, something flickering in her eyes. I'm sorry, Siren. It's my responsibility. I must take it on. After all, I played the role of a decent detective novelist in the past. Recalling that strange experience from back then, I felt better. And with everyone's help, I slowly straightened up. You should rest a little longer. No need. I'm much better now. Vampires don't believe in gods, nor in fate. I won't submit to so-called fate either. I found an answer once before, and this time I will do it again. I must stop her before she does something irreversible. I see. I'll stand by you till the end, as before. Rita signaled to Himiko and helped me up. She held my left arm, and as if unintentionally, she leaned in close to my ear and whispered, Captain, I shall say this only once. Every choice from now on must be approached with the utmost caution. That person wishes for me to assist you in reaching Miss Luna, thereby bringing about that irretrievable outcome. But since you've made up your mind, in the face of dilemmas devoid of right answers, do remember your original intent, the purpose that propelled your journey. Who is that person? She looked away, not saying another word. Is this the banquet hall? Oh, this is a puzzle. So, this one and this one. Zzz. Is this another zzz? No, that's a smile. Heart and heart. Exclamation mark and... Oh, it's... So it's this one and this one. Exclamation mark and exclamation mark. And heart and heart. Okay. Lawson Castle, second floor banquet hall. Which should be this way. Yep. It's okay. I'm used to pain like this. It hurts the most when the moon turns the reddest. But what I will become doesn't matter. I can hold on. Liar. Sister, when did you come back? How was the mission? You're not hurt, are you? Me? No, I'm fine. You must have misheard something. Well, I sprained my ankle, but I'm feeling better now. Big liar. See, I'm fine, sister. Why are you looking at me skeptically? I'd never lie to you. Still lying at this moment. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. We'll all be free by then. Will this lie really end someday? So I am literally one away, which is in West Courtyard. And now I think it's time for confrontation, I'm assuming. It's time to meet Luna. I assume, at least. We're almost there. But Captain, should we rest here for a moment? That's alright. I can manage. What's most important is to prevent Luna from making irreparable decisions. I believe her determination isn't less than mine. So before she takes action... Captain, are you alright? Captain's condition seems to be getting worse. In other words, we'll surely find this Luna if we go up the stairs. I've been waiting for this moment for too long. Finally, I have no doubt we will take her down. No, I have a request for you. Can I handle what comes next on my own? She wields immense power from the Ether Anchor now. Rushing in as a group might lead to danger. Besides, our goal isn't to be her enemy, but just persuade her to abandon her plans. But you alone... Let me go with you, Captain. I'm the one who should bear the weight of all decision. If it really comes down to the worst situation, at least I can help you. She gripped her gun, and I understood that the bullets it held were no different from the ones shattering that night. No, Callan. I understand your resolve now. You've long borne the responsibility of decisions made, and that is what truly matters. At this point, I won't allow her to make decisions by herself. Grant me this chance to speak with her alone. Okay, then I'll wait here until you bring her back to us. I will offer my apologies to her myself. Believe me, this time, I will find an answer that satisfies everyone. Alright. If she won't listen, call for us to help. That's right. Make sure she understands that you are not alone. I will. The path ahead. I must tread it alone. Luna, at last. I'm about to meet you. Yeah. This one specifically is Luna. My favorite of the Theresas, if I had to say. It's a battle? I actually half wasn't expecting that. I was expecting just a talking thing. So we fight first? No, we talk first. Yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled, I recommend leaving then. I haven't seen anything about this event, so I managed to avoid getting spoiled. I'm about to meet you, Luna. You sure are persistent. Human, do you like this castle? Luna, I'm here. My toys, those that I like and dislike, seem to fancy you a lot. And my older sister left me for you too. They all left with you. Why are you looking for me now? Amazing, well done. Did you want to hear something like that? I've said it. So why are you still here? Because you haven't told me why you did all this. Why did I capture all the Theresas? It's simple. I hate them. They look just like me. They are far luckier and freer than me. They can easily have what I want. They don't know anything that I went through. And one of them even... With you, she even... So she's jealous. Forget it. It's pointless to talk about this. Anyway, I'm very happy and free now. I can do whatever I want. And there's always someone to accompany me. If you didn't come looking for me, that would have been much better. Those few that you released were my favorite playmates. Don't lie anymore. You can't deceive me. Those Theresas told me that you're still very lonely now. You took all the Theresas away because of me, right? I know that I've interfered with the world's progress many times. That's why my body is becoming weaker. As I got close to this place, that stabbing pain in my body felt increasingly prominent. And you definitely also. Stop talking, human. Now you also feel this pain, just like me, as we are both singularities of the world. I cannot accept your right to die for me. Human, don't be conceited. I am a vampire, a detestable and frightening vampire. Why would I sacrifice my life willingly? That's not all. I continue to hunt and feast on humans to sustain my life. For example, those few that you released. Be it them or all the Theresas I met in other Bubble universes. You left your bite marks on their bodies, but you've never hurt them fatally. And as someone who controls the Ether Anchor, you've long lost your thirst for blood. I know very well that you chose to attack. What are you going to make those Theresas do with your vampiric abilities? Luna, there's still time for everything. Whatever it is, I can share the burden with you. My sister, and that woman. They must have told you everything they know. I am a creation that defies all laws of nature. And after I was born, I heard too many lies. But in reality, I don't care about all that. I just wanted to get something. My wish. I don't care about the universes. As long as I can fulfill my wish, they can disintegrate for all I care. I only care about... So you can keep your self-proclaimed kindness and get out of here quickly. That'd be best for both of us. This concerns the both of us. I definitely won't leave you alone. No matter what happens, I'll face it together with you. Both of us? A vampire only cares about herself. You and all those Theresas are merely toys to me. But it's fine if you want to stay. I'll get rid of all the Theresas now. You can witness that self-absorbed Kongming vanish. You won't. I've said before, Lena. You can't deceive me. You don't want to do all that at all. Is that so? Admit it, we are the same. We've been anticipating our reunion. You can hear it too, right? Even though our bodies have been weakened so much, our hearts are beating heavily. Human, you're really good at saying things that you shouldn't say. If you say that, you'll make me waver in my painstakingly gotten determination. So come and hold my hand. Release the remaining Theresas, and I won't let you make that choice alone. Human, you can't possibly think that we still have a choice, can you? I abruptly fell into terrifying darkness. An agonizing pain started from my chest and quickly spread across my entire body. Human, your condition is deteriorating rapidly. If you didn't come looking for me, perhaps you wouldn't be in so much pain. But now, unless you resolve to act, everything will be too late. I must vanquish all the... And you must make your choice right away. I won't give up. You don't need to do this either. I suddenly feel that a so-called choice is never made out of our own volition. If you really want to fulfill my wish, then... I felt her coming close to me. her warmth against my ear, as she spoke those gentle yet brutal words. Human, kill me. That would be the greatest gift you can give to me. I refuse to let you decide our future alone. I'm already standing here. I refuse to let you decide our future alone. A sea of darkness consumed my vision, and even dominated my sense of hearing and touch. I struggled as much as I could, and fumbled around in the endless darkness. I must hold that hand. I understand how you feel, but I can't accept it. Absolutely not. If you're looking for that gun and that bullet, I regret to tell you that I returned them to Callan before coming up here, because I don't intend to sacrifice anyone this time, be it you or me. A soft voice rang mysteriously and entered my disorganized thoughts. My senses suddenly returned to normal, or rather, they became sharper than ever. I caught the intense fragrance, heard the mournful sobbing of a girl, and saw the pristine white gown dancing in the wind. Human, you really are such a gentle person. You are completely incapable of hurting me, even though I am cruel and reckless. She's crying. Because I've always believed in you. You don't truly wish to do those things. Your presence is the greatest miracle I've encountered in my lifetime. But in order to fulfill my wish, you've observed my fate so many times. Unwittingly, you've been cursed by me. Observing your worlds is my wish. It has nothing to do with you. There's no need for you to sacrifice for my sake. But it is also my wish to die for you, human. You're the one who gave me a reason to live on. This time, I want to give you the chance to survive. No, Luna! There must be another way. I will find a way to separate our destinies, even if I must defy the laws of the universe again. Please give me a bit more time. As I expected, you do share my thoughts. That's why I'm doing this. For you, I must eliminate all potential threats, even if it's the world's rules, or an outcome you can't accept. Wait, what are you going to do? I reached out my hand, trying to grasp the tender, delicate wrist of the girl, but... Luna! My hand passed through her arm and made no contact. What have you done? Why? Human, though it pains me, it's time to bid farewell. If I do not disappear, you'll definitely try to change everything through conscious mapping, again and again. But that's too perilous. I don't want you to risk it again for me. So, since you won't hurt me, I can only leave on my own accord. No! No, stop! Don't worry about me. I've long prepared myself for this moment. Even without that bullet, I found a way to vanquish on my own terms. However, at this moment, knowing that you just discarded that gun from the very start, I'm truly, truly happy. No, I've worked so hard to find you. It can't end like this. I haven't fulfilled your wish yet. We haven't gone to the amusement park, sat on the Ferris wheel, opened a restaurant, or shared a black truffle chocolate steak together. So, I tried to hold on to her, but like the reflection of the moon in the water, if I tried to touch her, she would shatter, disintegrate, and vanish even quicker. Please, don't go. Enough, human. Don't say this kind of thing when we're parting ways. And fulfill my final wish, okay? What are you saying? Tell me. Do I look pretty today? She's wearing that dress. Yes. Your white dress complements the moon tonight. It's wonderful to know that you've noticed. Though erasing me from your memory might be better for you, I just couldn't resist putting on this gown. I want to remain in your memories in the most beautiful way. You'll always remember me, won't you? I'll never forget. I'll remember you forever. Then I have no regrets. I must depart now. Back to the place where I should be. It must be like a storeroom cluttered with odds and ends, containing many, many versions of me. Then I'll find you again. Please don't, human. You've done more than enough for me. You must live a long life, and remember my face well. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care where you are. I will find you, and we will. Thank you for staying with me for so long. I'm truly grateful.
ええ、わかった。ここまで付き合ってくれて嬉しかったわ。
That better not be where the event ends. No, I'm continuing. Reach level 25. I can do that immediately. It's a lot of side missions that just got unlocked. Thank you for staying with me for so long. I'm truly glad. Luna! She vanished before my eyes. The already eerie and frigid castle fell into complete silence. Everything was gone. The scene before me grew crystal clear. There could no longer find any trace of her existence. Only a crystalline fragment lay upon the stone floor, bathed in moonlight that refracted into shimmering brilliance. Is this what she left behind? Good. We've arrived at the right moment. Who's there? Following the direction of the voice, I noticed a colossal ship moored by the castle's terrace. Before the cabin door stood a figure in a hood, accompanied by a familiar girl. Delta? Apologies, Captain. Delta stepped in front of me, and I saw another person take a few steps, bending over to pick up the fragment. I knew it, A872. You're quite the trickster. Put that thing down. Calm down, Captain. Delta, you. I got up suddenly, stumbled a few steps, and finally lost my footing, ending up on the ground. Then a strong force pressed down on my face. I looked up and met Delta's cold stare. I told you, Captain. Calm down. Don't just rush in. You're no match for that person. You still want to keep chatting with the new buddy, Delta? With matters like this, you could offer the captain a little insight, like they're all self-centered, leaving indelible scars on their loved ones, while chasing their own self-satisfaction. Don't worry, time heals everything. Your sense of humor knows no bounds. Alright, since you don't think it's funny, let's hit the road. All the Theresa's vanishing along with A872. We've been waiting for this moment for so long. Can't just let it slip away. A shiver crawled up my spine. Why are you looking so surprised? Didn't you know this already? A872 used the ether anchor to crack open the seams linking different worlds, wiping out all the Theresas, including herself. I don't think she'd go so extreme and thorough, though. Quite touching, really. I've got no time to waste on this person. I struggle my way towards the door. If I could get back to Hyperion as quickly as possible, then there might still be a chance to salvage things. Think of running back to Hyperion and starting conscious mapping? Don't be foolish. This is a tragedy. When the current falls, is there really any possibility of turning the tide? Moreover, conscious mapping doesn't change a thing. It merely gives you the qualifications to be an observer, not a savior. Why do you know all this? You rely too much on conscious mapping, to the point that in the face of a genuine dilemma, you're always imagining a third option appearing. No matter how many times you choose, the outcome remains unchanging. The only thing we can rely on is ourselves. What's impossible won't become possible just because you say, I can do it. You're just repeating attempts over and over again, traversing through pain. Who are you really? I've been through this situation countless times, which is why I'm here to advise you. To suggest facing reality and giving up sooner. I don't know what you're talking about, or what you've been through, but even if you're stronger than me, I won't give up. Even if the old you and I were at the same crossroads. We were two different types of people. I would take a different path. Is that so? What a shame. That's enough talk. Let's go. Well, Delta, you're absolutely right. So, farewell, my friend. I hope you can indeed find your own path. Just like you said. You... The one in black swiftly walked into the murky shadows of the night. Once ensuring I wouldn't catch up, Delta promptly followed. Luna, Kongming, and all the Theresas have vanished. And the reason for all this is... me. Captain! Captain! Brony. Brony's concerned voice pulled me back from my scattered consciousness. It turned out I was back in the castle. Captain, what on earth happened up there? In an instant, all the Theresas disappeared. I failed. Luna erased herself, along with all the Theresas. They're all gone. What are you saying? She... Callan sat on the ground in a daze, taking a while to recover her senses. I'm sorry. I was just in shock. I should have anticipated her plan. Oh no, then, Miss Kongman in the Ark City. And Teriri. Captain. She kept away from me all this time, capturing and imprisoning Theresas from various bubble universes, connecting her life to theirs. Damn it! Why didn't I figure out sooner what she was truly up to? My body's discomfort appeared even before we arrived at Sapphire. Even if we take Luna to the Hyperion, but it's still not safe. After all, she killed me with her own hands. We not only face the constant pursuit within the boundary of those rules, but also the looming fate of rapidly approaching annihilation whenever we come into close proximity with one another. In addition to that, as I've been meticulously tracing Luna's remnants within the vast expanse of the Sea of Quanta, the rules governing our existence acknowledge any semblance of Theresa that I identify with the bubble universes as a signal foretelling my impending demise. Any bubble universes I've pinpointed, whether I personally set foot in it or not, will be affected by those rules. That's why those Theresas encountered all sorts of troubles, and that's why Luna chose them as targets to link with herself. The Sea of Quanta is vast beyond imagination. The bubble universes I've identified are merely a drop in the ocean. The incidents occurring within them can't cause any ripples, which is how this unbelievable plan can proceed smoothly. At this moment, I finally understand the different mysteries that have haunted me, but it's all too late. I'm sorry. I've underestimated things. I didn't protect them well enough. It's my fault. All my fault. I'm the one behind everything Luna has done. I dragged everyone down. Captain, you've done your utmost. Perhaps it's just a fate for her and me. After all we've done, and yet... Damn it! We went to such lengths to get here, and for what? If we had known, we should have gone to Kongming first. Captain, now is not the time for self-blame. During that moment, gentle words accompanied by the fragrance of flowers had reached me, so faintly that only I could hear them. If you don't pull yourself together soon, it might really be too late. Rita, what else could we do? I've missed the chance to save them. Captain, you've met him, right? Rita, the person you mentioned before, Is that the one called the Ferryman? Yes. What have you two been hiding from us? Who is this Ferryman? It seems Luna was working with that guy before, and even gave her an ether anchor. With that power, both she and I could freely travel through the Sea of Quanta. When Luna disappeared, she did leave behind an ether anchor. The ferryman appeared around that time and reclaimed it. And Delta was with them. Oh, I'm lagging now. Damn it, Delta! Rita, earlier you said you wanted me to meet Luna. What's his motive? What does he have to do with all this? As far as I know, Miss Luna's goal was to ensure your safety. With his help, she roamed within the floating bubble universe on the surface of the sea, marking different Theresas. And that person, using Luna's action, compelled her to gather an ether anchor for him. So have you known him for a long time? Yes. The ferryman is an old acquaintance of mine. You should have already guessed. In this mission of yours, I've been in touch with the ferryman. And it's me who passed on your whereabouts to him. As I mentioned before, no matter what, you're my partner. But Luna? Searching for ether anchor for the ferryman. Delta and Casimir are also under the ferryman's command. Compared to those two, Miss Luna is more straightforward. She dashed around purely after her own desires, perhaps more willing to be used without seeking anything in return. I chose to leave at that time because I wanted to confirm Miss Luna's true plan and your determination. So you already knew she would erase all the Theresas. No. I had thought she would erase herself only when you two crossed paths. That's why I wished for you to not press on. Here, our final act proved far more thorough than I had imagined. Even if we hadn't arrived here, she would have taken the same course for your sake. No, something's amiss. If the ferryman has been gathering ether anchors and has realized Luna's attention, why did he give her those ether anchors? Is it to sway her allegiance? Or simply to aid her plan? Does the ferryman somehow benefit from wiping out all the Theresas? I really have no idea. He's a lot less talkative than before. How can I put it? Rosemary, he distrusted you early on, right? It's possible, but knowing him, rather than distrust, it's as if he knew the heavier his burdens, the less he'd be understood. The energy born of vast ether anchors. Carve a crevice in the world amid boundless oceans. Travel a path longer and further than the Red Sea, reshaping the withering leaves into an enduring bedrock of stability and eternity. Does he want to manipulate the rules of the bubble universe? That's impossible! No, it's not. Can a bubble universe destined to crumble truly be reordered? Not to mention the ferryman has gathered up plenty of ether anchors. How could he possibly rewrite the corresponding bubble universes one by one? How could that even be possible? No, that's not right. Sapphire is the prime example. Using loops to maintain the stability of a bubble universe. That wasn't Luna ideas. It's the ferryman's. It's his experiment. When I head over the light curtain's core to that captain, she told me that no bubble universe can escape the fate of destruction. While the bubble's burst has no impact on the entire Sea of Quanta, it equals total annihilation of the bubble universe itself. To actually reorganize the rules of the bubble universe, that guy must be insane. But do we really have the time to care about all of that? We can't even save the Theresas. So why bother with all of this? What's your take on this, Captain? If we really do choose to throw in the towel, then all hope is lost. Right. I'm just not willing to accept such a horrible ending. We just chose to spill the beans now. There's gotta be some reason behind it. Gotta think this one through. What on earth is the connection with the Theresas? What's the endgame? Burning ether anchors really packs in a punch to rewrite a bubble universes. Full of that, we've got to string together bubble universes matching their corresponding ether anchors. But ether anchors themselves can't do this. They're the Theresas! So the ferryman's been waiting on Luna to be the launch pad, rejecting me and him to erase every single Theresa linked to her in an instant. Face of those bubble universes have been linked. Trying to use Luna's connection with the other Theresas to poke a hole in the world rift. So he's going to sweat the ether anchors of all those bubble universes I've flagged. Or maybe each time I flagged a bubble universe. So thanks to that puppet master's nudge, making sure that a little plan is carried out smoothly. Sacrificing people's lives like mere kindling for a pipe dream. That's horrible. But and besides, I promised everyone a satisfying ending for all. The pact between us and her remains. I'll tell you the story of a certain girl, linked to the events. But in return, you'll need to help me. No, help her in fulfilling a wish. I'll stay by your side no matter how hard it gets. So today, please make good on your promise. None of my promises have been upheld. Now isn't the time to stop. Everyone has put their trust in me. I can't fail now. It's not time to give up. Not today. There must be a way to change things. Which piece of the puzzle I haven't considered yet. I must rise to the occasion now. I know I can. That's my commitment to them. Even if I can't reverse what's happening through consciousness mapping, we still have our own strengths to rely upon. So now, what can I do? Whatever choice you make, I will face it with you. Please hurry. You still have a chance to stop her. A chance to stop her. Right! The note calling left for me. I hastily retrieved the crumpled note from my pocket, carefully unfolded it, and re-examined the message I'd read countless times. Those who can see through the game shall survive. Those who can follow their hearts shall prevail. Any thoughts, Captain? What's this? A message left by Kongming? But it sounds like some general advice. Not much help for the current situation. No. She wouldn't have just left me some advice for no reason. She foresaw the endgame between me and Luna. She must have left behind a move for when all seemed lost, instead of just fading away. Do you know where Kongming is being held, Callan? Why are we looking for Kongming in a place like this? No, we still have a chance. Callan, we're going to her room. Where she used to stay. She must have left something for me. Callan's expression turned slightly surprised and then caring. I'm sorry, Captain. I really wish I could help. But I don't know where the person you're talking about is being held. It's alright, Callan. I know where Miss Kongming is held. I mentioned it before I saw her when we all parted ways. I'll guide everyone. The situation hasn't gone according to what I hoped. I'm still not ready to give up just yet. I believe that even until the very end, Kongming feels the same. There must be something I can do. Can't give up now. It's not time to throw in the towel yet. This is the room Miss Kongming used to live in. Apart from playing with Theresa in the living room, she must have been confined here most of the time. The night mist gathered, making the small room even colder. Until she disappeared with Luna, she'd been trapped in a prison, waiting for me. Our silence hung heavy. Moments seemed to drag by. This is a joke, right? Kongming, the one known for her unparalleled strategies. Is this how it all ends? In a frantic search, Ronnie rummaged through the desk and bedding, desperately hoping to find any lingering clues or sign that Kongming may have managed to escape her confines, and that she would reappear when she was needed most. If she suddenly vanished like all the Theresas we rescued, in that case, anyone would find it hard to cope. This is Kongming we're talking about. She's smarter than all of us combined. She surely would have thought of something. She can't just disappear like this. She just can't. Otherwise, Theresa, she might truly never... Ronnie's voice trailed off. It was the first time I'd seen her in such a distraught state. And Siren, unable to contain her emotions any longer, turned away and sobbed uncontrollably. Racked with immense frustration, we searched the room together, but all I found were a few stacks of discarded paper. On the chessboard are some scattered pieces. What's this? We immediately gathered around to study the chessboard, trying to glean some meaning from it. I never truly grasped Kongming's chess majesty, which is a real shame, but this seems like a simple stalemate, probably not a clue. The flicker of hope we had painstakingly ignited now vanished like steam. Is this truly how it ends? All we've done, everything I've done, all meaningless in the end. Ronnie, let's keep searching, okay? Siren set down a hefty stack of rough-edged paper from her embrace, and gently shook Ronnie's shoulder as she consoled her. I refuse to accept it either. It just shouldn't be like this. Pick up the scattered papers. Remnants of Kongming's final presence in this world. Even if they prove useless. Theresa. Originally a bubble universe akin to myth and fairy tale, visited by Hyperion. Specific location as follows. The bubble universe is under the domain of the Red Queen, who has formidable abilities. But her power fluctuates greatly depending on the day. Her show is on today, so now's a good opportunity to take Theresa back home. Cherry Tree. Originally an obscure bubble universe with undefined features. The speech can be roughly indicated that the birth of the bubble universe she belongs to is relatively recent. Its energy isn't particularly stable. Hyperion is located but didn't visit it, which is a clue for potential location. Why did she jot down so much of this? I flipped through the rough pages filled with scripts, detailing many Theresa's information, along with the author's synthesized conjectures. Register of Theresa's. These are the notes left for me by Kongming. My muttering caught the attention of others. What are you looking at, Captain? So these are words. What have you found? Quite messy, but relying on what you taught me, I can make it out. It's records of all the Theresas that Luna encountered. If the Theresas were still around, they could be sent back to their original bubble universes, but now... Theresa, bubble universe, Ethernet, ferryman. A multitude of information converged in my mind, and I desperately contemplated the meaning of it all over and over. We can still move, think, and take action. So now is absolutely not the time to give up. Linking. I get it, it's linking! The ferryman needs to use the linking among the Theresas to interlink the bubble universe to him. So until he ignites the ether anchor, those linkings must go on. In other words, at least for now, the Theresas haven't completely vanished. As long as we can track energy fluctuations through those linkings, we have a chance to locate them, and even reconstruct them in reverse. Just like dream particles. If we can capture the dreams, there's still time to reawaken them. My proposal finally reignited hope among everyone, dispelling the heavy air between the high and bars. But now that those Theresas have vanished, how do we trace the linking? No. There's still one person left. It's this person's observation that inextricably entwined their fates with Luna's and Kongming's. They're triggering the bubble universe's rules of repulsion. The captain. It's this person's pinpointing that pulled in some Theresas from other bubble universes, leading Luna to link all these Theresas together. That person is me. If you consider the linking among the Theresas positive links, then there must be a corresponding negative links between me and the Theresas. That's why our resistance repels each other, accelerating the annihilation. As long as Captain serves as the origin point and uses the clues Kongming left about each Theresa to track corresponding energy fluctuations, then maybe it's worth a shot, eh? Oh, Kongming, you're quite the crafty one. You behind a trump card like this so you could stage a comeback. And Captain, you're no slouch either, catching on to such a vague hint. Ronnie excitedly perused the register of Theresas, left by Kongming. She was so thrilled that her hands were trembling slightly. Suddenly, she froze and looked astonished. Wait, this record doesn't include all the Theresas. One is missing. Yeah. Herself. Kongming, why didn't she write about herself? Ronnie cautiously met my gaze as though looking for confirmation. For follow the pattern of the other entries, after describing each Theresa's trait, there should be information about their corresponding bubble universe. But for Kongming, Master Kongming can no longer return. That's the biggest difference between her and the other Theresas. I closed my eyes in anguish. In my hand, I clenched the notes she left behind. In my mind, memories long buried in dust now began to surface. Once was enough, so I tried tens more, hundreds of times more. Perhaps due to countless failures, I'd grown numb to disappointment. It's better that way. For the sake of this ephemeral dream, I'll invest every ounce of strength I have to hold on to that warm, tender hand. I took out the note Kongming left behind. Those who can see through the game shall survive. Those who can follow their heart shall prevail. She saw through the game, so she should survive. Follow your heart. My heart. My heart is in those countless failures, searching for a tiny glimmer of possibility, so we can't stay stagnant at the very least. I touched the rough-edged paper. We can't let Kongming's intentions go to waste. I surveyed everyone, Their expressions varied, but then their gaze fell upon those pages. Their sorrow was replaced by determination. This is what Master Kongming wanted. Exactly. If we don't at least try, we'll never have a chance. And now, while the traces left by Theresa are still somewhat clear, we can't come back empty-handed. We want to try also. After all, this all happened because of me, and I'm the one who shouldn't give up. I absolutely won't watch everyone else's sacrifice themselves before my eyes. Again, even in this situation, there must still be something we can do. Everyone, follow me. Okay, my game's lagging. So, I'm just thinking about something. Is there a passage to the left here? So... Uh... Inventory... So I'm not supposed to go this way right now, I think. I'll have to go back there later sometime. This one, there's a Luna in that one. Oh, there's a chest down there. Sucks that I'm lagging now for some reason. Wasn't lagging at the start of the stream, but now I am. A particular bat was struggling to carry chunks of fallen stone from the castle walls. Come on, why is there so much garbage than usual? That's weird. What's this bat doing? Hello there, do you need help? There's so much rubble and garbage all over the place. I just can't stand it. So you're trying to clear up the rubble? When after clearing this place up, can we restore the castle to its former pristine glory, just like in the Master's blueprints? Master? She offered me the stable job so I didn't have to worry about life's necessities. Can't thank her enough for that. Oh, my stream's about to just get to connect. Is that Luna? She told me she wanted a castle just like she saw in a fairy tale. Be beautiful and magnificent. A place where she and her sister could reside in happily and freely. Sounds very much like her. And wait for the knight who hasn't forgotten his vow to fulfill his promise. For Master's sake, I must work harder. Has been absolutely covered in garbage lately. Come on, help me out. Okay, where is it supposed to go? There. I think. Yeah, there. Let me just check up here first. Can I get up on the walls? No. I'm looking for her last memory. I feel like I should be able to find it by now. Garbage, garbage all around. Giant monster was dumping rubble and dust everywhere in the grassy field ahead. So that's why there was so much garbage. It was you! How dare you mess with me? For some much-needed punishment. Oh, this is a side quest is what I'm doing. Yeah, I like how now I start lagging after I do that whole emotional thing.
デートでもしましょうか。
ハッカーズさん目標ロックオン。はや了解。
私ふっはっちょっと逃げないでよ。はっふっふんやちゃんと見てて。はっそれふん逃げられないよ。へいやっちょっあそれ魔法少女の時間が始まるよ。ふっふっやっやっへいはっやっちゃんと見てて。
Please tell me this is the last of them.
逃げられない。
Cut.
ちゃんとカットしなきゃ。逃げられない。えいやっやっやっちょっと逃げないでよ。
I'm in a wall.
それ魔法少女の時間が始まるよ。
I'm no longer in a wall.
これは運じゃない。実力だよ。
Let me look at the map for a second. Oh yeah, you don't. Wait, actually, do I go up from this way? I'm coming to save you, Theresa. Must save all the Theresas to get the actual good my favorite Theresa back. Wait, is this not one of them? That was supposed to be one literally right here. Will this plan really work? Just a moment ago, we discussed a concrete plan to save the Theresas. We'll take all our abilities combined. Furthermore, it seems even more far-fetched than the already daunting task of resurrection Theresas. We have to at least try. We can't let the Theresas wait too long. The tension in that tiny old room was thick enough to cut with a knife. Rita, are you ready? Yeah. When Miss Siren used dream capturing magic to manifest dream particles, I'll catch them right away. I'm still quite nervous. It's the first time I'm using magic to trace someone's existence. Not sure if my magic is strong enough. Relax, Miss Siren. You need to trust in your abilities. And also trust in Captain and the Theresas. How should I put it? Rita seemed to be searching for a more gentle word. I gave her a wry smile, shaking my head. My presence, in every bubble universe I've located, is mutually exclusive with the Theresas. It will definitely create a very strong energy fluctuation. Just trust your instincts. Hasn't your magic worked miracles before? Siren took a deep breath, revealed a nostalgic smile, and nervously flipped through the register of Theresas. Just relax, Siren. Look, it's not just you. I've projected firearms countless times, but this will be my first time projecting a whole person. The Theresas may have disappeared, but we can still remember them, and Captain is here. This means that the connection between the Theresas and the Captain hasn't been completely erased. In any case, it's worth a try. Yes, it has to be worth a try. After all, I must leave now, back to where I ought to be. After all sorts of things, many versions of me. That's right, her purpose was to protect me. She used her own link to exile the Theresas to the place where they couldn't reach me. I believe in Kongming. And her. Some good old reverse engineering might just bring them back from this storeroom. I'll thoroughly scan the memories, appearance, and personalities of the Theresas from the dream particles. That should give us accurate data. If you ever encounter Scar in the future, please don't betray me. Alright, I'll do my best. Siren, you can do it. I'm accompanied by Siren's faint chanting. Her body seemed to attract fireflies, gathering one tiny white light after another. They formed a magical, star-shaped light that gently landed in Siren's palm. Before long, the dazzling white light emitted by the sphere burst forth in the center of the room. According to the Mercurial Hatter's invitation, her afternoon tea party starts at this time, right? Why hasn't the Mercurial Hatter arrived yet? Or anyone, for that matter? Hello, girl over there. We're also invited to the tea party. Great, I'm Theresa. I'm delighted to meet you. Come, take a seat. Oh, your name's Theresa too? What a coincidence. It seems the Mercurial Hatter set us up to meet. Let's raise our cups together. From today onward, Theresa will be Theresa's good friend. The warm quietly turned cold as Theresa leaned on the side, lost in a sweet and heavy dream. But please forgive me. Please forgive me. This is a memory belonging to Alice, dressed in the sky blue dress, wearing a black ribbon headband, but perhaps to Theresa. I did it, Captain. Rita, I did it. Okay, now it's my turn. Soon after, Rita took the star-shaped light. The chaotic interior of the sphere gradually became more distinct, with fragments of memories floating within. Tracker, perform a scan. The girl's fingertip danced across the keyboard of the laser projection device. After issuing the command, all the information about Theresa had transformed into data and was displayed in front of Brawny. Those memories have already faded, so they might not be usable anymore. No, even faded memories are still memories. Cancel the delete operation. Take it easy, Brawny. Was Frank Hong? I definitely want to ask her how she's been able to stump my powers. Brawny held her breath and focused. Her projection ability, usually so effortless for her, felt unusually difficult at this moment. Thankfully, as Brawny emitted the command and executed it, in the corner of the prison cell, the cowering little form transformed from a black shadow to the physical presence of the spirited young girl from the dream. The girl immediately opened her tightly shut eyes and anxiously surveyed her surroundings. Oh, it's you, March Hare. Yeah, it's me. We've come to take you out. Wait a minute, how did I end up back here again? Don't be nervous, Miss Theresa. I'm a police volunteer from Sapphire. I received a report and come to take you home. Where did the other Theresa go? Well, I'm not sure what I did wrong. She was angry with me. Hasn't come to see me again. But I still want to go home with her. Please don't worry, Miss Theresa. The other Theresa. Right now she's brainstorming new ideas for a tea party, saying she wants to surprise you. So go home and wait patiently. When she's ready, she'll definitely come find you. Wow, that's great! Please tell her to come find me in the Red Queen's garden. I'll introduce her to my new friends there. The girl in the sky blue dress gleefully held the hands of Himiko and Callan, eagerly heading toward the exit. I saw Himiko looking uneasy, exaggeratedly mouthing a message to me. Are we really sending her back? That's the Red Queen! Yep, that's the world where she truly belongs. Before we could finish, the two were taken away by Alice, who dragged them out of the castle. That went much smoother than I expected. But she believed the lie so quickly, and then bid us all a happy farewell. How naive. Farewell. It's a word we were all forced to part ways all too often. Maybe none of us are good at saying goodbye. Not good at saying goodbye, huh? Someone said the same thing to me a long time ago. Conversation from long ago. So distant that I wouldn't intentionally recall it, yet surfaced unexpectedly at this moment. Was it a coincidence, an overwhelming sense of yearning, or... Captain, can we move on to the next cell now? Yes, let's not waste any time. You mustn't keep Theresa waiting too long. So it's directly above me is what it's saying. Well, I keep trying to go to the left. I see the freaking memory fragment right there. I get a key for that later on, I'm assuming. I hope. I'm also just unlocking this real quick. Okay, I just have to do this.
戦闘開始。はっはっいったはっ
Oh, that was a poisonous one. I'm not the best at this, is what I'm realizing. Okay, one more gold one or two more blue ones. And done.
かすらな一族の栄誉は私が守る。
And now I go up to the other Theresas. The detective Theresas. Right here. Here we go. After some chanting, the familiar white glow came into view. My name is Theresa, and I'm a detective who can crack any case. What would you like to... Whoa! You look just like me. Sorry, kid, but you're too young to be moaning about your boring life. Of course I'm not telepathic. I'm just a detective, not a magic girl. I'm able to see through you because I met lots of clients like you. Anyway, the solution will never come to you if you wallow in despair and give up. Want a hug? Alright, as long as it makes you happy. The incisive detective leaned against her chair and took a nap, as if she had finished her work early. Sorry, I lied. I didn't get bored of the world that person lives in. I just want that person to be able to live a better life. Theresa bolted upright in bed. So sleepy. I'm exhausted. When did I get back here? And why are you... Detective Theresa, time to deduce. Not you again. Forget about that. Miss Theresa, we're sending you home. How's the girl doing? She... Colin grown tired of making up a new story every time. Besides, Theresa was more than likely to see past any falsehoods, and it doesn't help her feel better either. What can I do for her? We appreciate the help, Detective. Since we can get you out, we can save her as well. You're a bit of a ragtag bunch, though. It's not the worst thing in the world. By the way, write to me if you're so sure. With a wave of her hand, Theresa stepped out of the cage along with Himiko and Callan. All our problems should be solved once we send you back. After all, it's my fault that you were summoned to our world. Choice in the formation plunged me into a deserted island. Past 3 years of monitoring you. For some reason, I always see that person in you. Now I can finally say with full certainty, you are that person. The week I spent with you nearly changed my life. Hearing her words made me think that I couldn't let her down. As more Theresas were rescued, bits and pieces of their past coalesced and clarified the memory of Kongming. I don't know if my heart was playing tricks on me, or if it was genuine. Deep down in my heart, I hope that everything will be okay, before it's too late. Using the information recorded in the notes, we located all of the Theresas in the correct order. However, is Kongming really leaving herself with no way out? I frantically flipped through the notes. There was only information about every one of the Theresas we'd managed to rescue. Damn it! Why aren't there any clues about her in here? What is Kongming thinking? Did she really forget about herself? Wait, Brony. I went over Kongming's list again. This place is blank. It felt like it was intentionally left for someone. Whoever wrote this entry hesitated. Indeed, such a huge space must have been left on purpose. Could she have been in a hurry and not had time to finish? Or maybe she didn't know what to write down after all. Kongming can't get back to her bubble universe anymore. Miss Kongming, who would have thought that you would one day make such miscalculations as well? What's the big deal? As long as she has a beloved place in mind, we'll get her back. She spent the majority of her time not in original bubble universes, but elsewhere. Brony flashed a distinctive smile, and I knew exactly what she was thinking. In that case, I'll be her anchor this time around. Sorry, let's try one more time. Use me as a beacon and get Kongming back. On it, but Captain, we need you to provide enough anchors related to Kongming. Sure. I'll show you our history. Even if you had left me no clues, I could still find you within my memories of our past. Not just my memories. The experience we went through together were indelible. He once said to me, I'll stay by your side no matter how hard it is. I now ask you to fulfill your promise, Captain. I promised I'd always be there for you. But as it turns out, you're the one who's fulfilling it. Despite all that's transpired, you have never left my side. Even if you gave up on me now, I would not hold a grudge against you. How could I ever hate you? Back then, as if I was drowning and grasping at straws. I didn't even have time to think about how I could rescue you. You don't have to take responsibility for everything. I'll always be there for you, to share your burdens. You taught me how to trust a person. Because of you, I believe I can save others, and this time, I'll keep my promise too. I'll bring you back. I'll bring a happy ending for everyone. Mr. Assassin, I want that. Please buy it for me. It's been a long time since you called me that, and it's almost impossible to hear you speak that way now. I remember that there's a tradition. If you write your wish on the sky lantern, you'll bring your wish to the heavens above. Do you have any wish to write on the lantern? That's like beacons when you're back. Meanwhile, Siren was gathering thousands of memories, condensing them into a ball of light. Those were resplendent, like a lantern meant to light Kongming back home. Please, Big Dipper. Please guide this lost adventurer. Kongming! Kongming! As I held Kongming in my arms, her eyes opened ever so slightly. Her eyes regained their former limpidity. You did it! You brought me back. Of course. You're indispensable to me. The weakened Kongming hung my neck tightly, with unexpected strength. I knew it. I knew you could make it. Kongming, wait. Miss Kongming? With a sudden realization, Kongming pushed me away. Captain, are you okay? So that's my no. It's because she popped out of nowhere and scared me half to death. Hey, what's so weird about having other people around? Regardless, don't do that again. Despite her angry retort, Kongming let out a light-hearted chuckle as she stared back at me. What's that look for? Do you not want me to come back? No, just wondering why you left a blank space for yourself in the notes, when you could have written clearly how we could save you. Oh, is that what you think? Her initial expression, shred of shock, changed to something more inscrutable. I didn't leave that space for me. That means I trust you. I knew you wouldn't need any clues to save me. That blank space stands for the last Theresa. As you did before, we returned to where she disappeared. Since you can be an anchor to reconstruct me, that's my work for her too. So your plan was to treat yourself like a lab rat. Was this within your expectations too, Kongming? I just wanted to be sure of a few things. I couldn't guarantee that this was a flawless method after all. If it wasn't, then you'll live the rest of your life filled with regret. I believe your plans are always flawless. It brought me the utmost comfort to see that Kongming had come back to me safe and sound. Which reminded me, everything would get better. We're already seeing hope through Kongming's return. Don't jinx it. I can't be sure if it'll actually work. After all, let's see. You've already tried so many times. I bet this would work on Luna too. Thank you, Sin. Why are you staying on ceremony? You don't need to. Anyway, thank me after it's done. I should build a bridge for you. The girl on the Crimson Moon. All you must do is just reverse with the haze of the Dreamman and return to the moonlight. Siren stood on the patio and began to chant in a low voice, beckoning to her broken dream. Is something wrong, Siren? I knew the answer the moment the luminescent ball made of dreams failed to appear in Siren's palm. She's in the ether anchor. How strange. I'm unable to find any trace of dreams here. What but those cages are packed with Theresa's dreams, so... Rita inhaled deeply. Her hand stopped in the air. She sensed something I could not see. Indeed. I cannot see things with the same rapidity as Miss Siren, but I do have the same feeling. There's nothing here. What's going on? What went wrong? Calm down. I don't understand. Why does this work on everyone else but Luna? Tell me, between the other Theresas, myself included, and this Luna you speak of, what's the difference? She vampires live in the castle. Oh, and maybe it's got something to do with the lost ether anchor fragment. You idiot, isn't it obvious? Those Theresas didn't want to vanish into thin air, and neither did I. But she had made up her mind to leave this world when she began planning her death. What? She rejected this world and every other one she had been to. After all, Siren can use magic to connect to Theresa's old memories before they came to this castle. No wonder she said that it wasn't a farewell, and that she wanted me to remember our memories. So she had long planned to leave here. You fool, what's the point in crying now? Sorry, I'm not putting the blame on you. All I want to say is, what if there was another way? She's trying so hard to avoid being pulled back into the bubble universes. Why don't we go to her instead? Go to her? You heard me. When we were erased from this world, there was a vague sense that we were being pulled into a void. I thought that was our dreamland, where we could not feel anything, only time continued to march forward. However, the concept of time should not exist in dreams. Time and space were in shambles there, except thousands of different bubble universes were clashing with each other. I mean, you were in the entangled bubble universes. No, accurately, we weren't inside any specific bubble universes, but between them. like a rift between universes. Because she's not in any of the bubble universes, you won't be affected by Luna anymore. The same way, you won't be able to force her back into this world. To reach the rift between worlds, you require a sufficient amount of matter and energy as mediums, neither of which we have. Wait, Rita mentioned that before. From the guy who could collect a bunch of ether anchors. Apparently he was attempting to crack the world rift open. If he succeeded, perhaps we could do the same thing. If we were to gather the required amount of ether anchors, we could follow the link left by Luna and open a way to the world rift. We're not exactly spoiled for choice, though. The only ether anchor fragment we have on hand is the one from Sapphire. I know some place with ether anchors. After a moment's hesitation, Callan broke the silence and took out a shiny fragment. It's done. It was in the same repeated cycle and no one will notice me. That human's idea actually wasn't half bad. Don't you think so, sister? So you already noticed me. With the ether anchor, I no longer require blood to sustain myself. I'm capable of things that I couldn't have imagined in the past. I'm still not a fan of sunlight, though. So you see, I'm no longer that needy little kid always hiding behind your back. I'm sustaining entire world stability. Huh? Sister, why do you look so pale? Nothing, You must be suffering. Here, take it. Is this what that person wants from you? Why is there only one left? Take it. I'm unsure as to how it'll affect you. Willing to bet it'll be something good. I can't accept that. What about that person? Let me worry about that. All you have to do, concern yourself with, is staying alive. With mixed feeling reflected in her eyes, she recalled her memories. Luna split the ether anchor to 3, and handed the strongest fragment to me. You need the ether anchor more than any of us, Captain. Use this. Wait, Captain. Or Callan. What will happen to you if the Captain takes that ether anchor? You connected with Luna, she's gone, and nothing happened to you. That means that you two have been disconnected. And this ether anchor fragment is your new life source. You may be right. Maybe this was all part of her plan. That being said, maybe she had a backup plan. You guys take it. I'll find another way to survive. This is too risky. I'll not put your life on the line. Don't be silly, my friend. That guy wouldn't have spent so much effort collecting a bunch of ether anchor fragments if one piece was all it took to crack the world rift open. So we still got a fighting chance. That guy is called Fairman, right? He has what we need. Right, if we can find that guy and snatch those ether anchors from him, we may still have a chance to save Miss Luna and put a stop to this entire nefarious scheme. That's it. When Fairman came to snatch, he came on a huge ship. I wanted to go after him with Hyperion, but I couldn't locate that ship. Share the same source of those fragments to be able to locate the Fairman through their shared energy channels, Siren. See, that might just work. Let me try. It's the last one. Chance you give me, Luna? Siren reached out and touched the fragment in Callan's palm, chanting in a low voice. Shortly after that, she found the answer. It's located near the beach we just saw on the way here. Let's hit the road. Unless I'm mistaken, the Fairman is already lighting up the ether anchor. We better be quick. Got it. In order to change the order, one must trigger multiple consequences and connect the chosen bubble universes together. So that's why the Fairman was trying to let the ether anchors up when Luna simultaneously erased all of the Theresa from the world, triggered heavy consequences in this bubble universe. But we still stick together. We still stand a chance. I've made up my mind. This time I'll rely on my own power to arrive at an ending where no one will be hurt. Let's see, map. I'm hoping I don't mess everything up by teleporting out of here. But anyways, let's see what the album has freaking filled significantly this stream. And next stream we'll finish it. But anyways, this is almost depressing, I want to say. Anyways, thanks for coming to the stream. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.